sense that he is resting. Amen. He is taking a break. Amen. It's good to break sometimes. Preaching and going and consistently, when you are a leader and a pastor, you will become burnt out. And we want him to live a long time. So we need him to take his rest. Things happen when we take time to refresh ourselves. And you all are very mature church. Amen. So you don't need him here all the time. Amen. The gospel according to St. Matthew 14th chapter. I tell y'all every time I come anyway, I'm the executive pastor. So that's right. I made that decree when y'all open, I'm gonna keep with it. I told them the other day, I said, you can't make no decision about the church without consulting me first. Can't make it. Matthew the 14th chapter, verse 15. Matthew 14th chapter. Amen. Verse 15. Verse 14 and 15. Before we start reading, I need you to look down your road and look at the person beside you and tell them something good is going to happen.
Something good is going to happen. Something good is going to happen.
I don't need you to say it like your parents and just repeat after me. I need you to believe what you're saying. Say it one more time. Say something good is about to happen. Verse 15. Those you can, if you would stand, those that you're able to stand for the reading of the word of God. And when it was evening, his disciples came to him saying, this is a desert place. Remember that, this is a desert place. And the time is now past. Send the multitude away that he may go into the villages and buy themselves victuals. But Jesus said unto them, they need not depart, give him to eat. And they said unto him, we have here but 5 loaves and 2 fishes. He said, bring them hither to me. And he commanded the multitude to sit down on the grass. Remember that, they started in the grass. They started in the desert, but he told them to sit in the grass. And he took the 5 loaves, 2 fishes, and looking up to heaven, he blessed and brake and gave the loaves to his disciples. And the disciples to the multitude, and they did eat all and were filled. And they took up the fragments that remained, 12 baskets full. And they that had eaten were about 5,000 men, besides women and children. 5,000 men, besides women and children. Jump back up to the beginning and it says, this is a desert place. And the time is now past. Spirit of the living God, we thank you for who you are. Ask God that you would allow us, God, to speak your word. God, we ask that your angels will clap their wings and make this atmosphere conducive unto the word of God. God, we pray through your word, God, you be glorified. God, you be edified and the devil be horrified. God, you said the grass withereth, the flower fadeth, but the word of God will stand forever. In Jesus' name, amen. I want to challenge your thinking from the subject, when it ends better than it started. When it ends better than it started. When it ends better than it started. I am charged by God in my time of just taking morning time to pray, to talk to God. I understand we're now in the season that we're dealing with things that are very uncomfortable for us. We are experiencing things that we don't oftentimes enjoy. And it makes us really question sometimes who God is. It makes us sometimes question, is God really listening to us? Right. Makes us think, have you changed your mind? God, have you abandoned us? I've come this morning and challenged by God just to get you to understand what is happening in your life. It is not that God is out to punish you. It's not that God is out to embarrass you. It's not that God is out to make your mockery, but he's trying to do something greater in your life. In order for better to happen, you have to experience the worst. In order for you to gain, you have to lose. Not all losses you can count. Some losses you have to count as gain, because you learn from your experiences. And it is that you have to understand, as I was sharing with some people all the time, where I grew up, my parents are pastors, they grew up very old school holiness church. I used to tell my mother, I said, Mom, my stomach hurts. She said, you've sinned. I said, Mom, I don't feel good. She said, you sinned. I said, Mom, I don't have money. She said, you sinned. And for years, that is how we grew up, and that is how I conceived God. That anytime anything bad happened, it was because God was trying to punish me. It wasn't until I got older until I began to learn how actually God operates. He does not operate as everybody else does. He does not punish us according to how we act. You know, the Bible said there was a blind man that the disciples brought to Jesus. When the disciples brought him to them, they asked God, why is this man blind? Who sinned? Did he sin? Did his mother sin? Did his father sin? Somebody had to sin that this man is blind. Jesus replies back, he said he didn't sin, neither did his mother sin, neither did his father sin, but he's blind so that I can get the glory. Sisters and brothers, what is happening? You're not in what you're in because God is after you to punish you, but God is really trying to get glory out your life. In order for us to learn God's value, we have to suffer things. I cannot tell you that God is a healer if my body's never been afflicted. I cannot tell you that God is a deliverer if me, myself, never experienced anything in my life. So the reason why God has placed you in what He's placed you in, you're going through the bad relationships, you're learning experiences, you're losing friends, it's not because God is mad at you, but God is trying to get you to see something. And so it hurts a lot of times. It's very painful, the painful process of growing to know God. But understand, everything is a process to it. I've learned in church we don't like to go through the process. I want the position, I want the title, I want everything God has to offer me, but I don't want to go through anything to get it. I want to stand up and preach, I want to usher, I want to play the music, I want to do this, I want to do that, but I don't want to suffer anything to get what God has for me. But the total thing that you have to understand, the Bible says in order to reign with God, you must first suffer. You must first have to go through something because you have a greater appreciation of where you are when you've really been through something. I would not come to church and look at you if God never allowed me to deal with anything during the week. And that indicates I'm bothered, my friend, because I understand why we come to church and we don't come to church to praise God. I've dealt with enough things during the week to where I could have stayed at home and been mad and been upset and bickered and backered with everybody else. But I came to church because I needed something from God. I came to church because my week was hard. I came to church because I got frustrated. And I knew the only place that I could find help was in the church. I knew that the only place that I could find peace was when I got to the house of God. And so it is now that you need to understand that God has assigned us here today. I know there are a lot of people that are missing today, but you have to understand that nothing happens by coincidence. It is not just by accident that God has you here today. God has you here today because He said, I want to change your life. I want to shift your mentality. I don't want you to go from paycheck to paycheck anymore. But there is more that I have for you, but you have to endure the process. You have to go through something. You have to understand. And a lot of times how our day begins, sometimes we become discouraged. The Bible says the power of death and life is in your tongue. So if you wake up saying, I'm going to have a bad day, then you're going to have a bad day. But if you start speaking to your day and tell your day to come alive, I won't be frustrated, I won't be mad, I won't let you get me down, I don't care what happens in my life, I believe God. And so when you settle that mentality, I'm going to lie, when you settle that mentality and start understanding who God is and what is going on, here the Bible says they arrived in the desert. They arrived in the desert. They arrived in the desert. The beginning of this text lets us understand that things is already starting out rough. The thing you need to understand, anytime you're in the desert, and through my military experiences, I learned and I know that when you're in the desert, there's no vegetation, there's no plantation, there's no food, there's no grass. But they started out in the desert He said all things work together for my good. Even the things that I don't understand, even the things that I'm mad at God about, even the things that I'm hurtful and mad at my family members about. He said, and we know that all things work together. All things means nothing else. All things means even when I know God has brought me out of something, I keep going into it. All things work together. All things work together. All things work together. And I'm trying to get you that you have to learn from every experience that God allows you to go into. You have to learn through every experience. I work at a school, and something that I learned, that the school, they would give you a lesson and then they would test you upon it. But how God works the total opposite. God said, I will test you on it and then I expect you to learn the lesson. Because the problem is, if you don't learn the lesson or pass the test, you will continue to go through it over and over and over again until you get the point. And it's not that he's mad at you. It's not that he's trying to punish you. He said there is more for you that I'm trying to get to you. But the problem is you keep shortcoming the process. You keep running away. But things don't go the way that you plan or think they should go. So the Bible says they arrived in the desert. They arrived in the desert. Already situation seems bad.
Come on.
The Bible says Jesus, the disciples bring them to him. They say, God, what should we do? We should we send them away?
Come on.
He said, no, don't send them away. But they said, we don't have enough to feed these people. The problem is they're looking at things through the natural eye and not seeing it how God sees it. That's why the Bible says we walk by faith and not by sight. If you can see it, it ain't faith. If you can put your hands on it, you don't need God. That's why God said, I'm putting you in impossible situations, so nothing you can change on your own. You have to trust me. Say, God, I know I make enough money, but for some odd reason, I don't have money this week. God said, it's not that you don't have enough. I'm just trying to teach you how to use faith. He said, without faith, it's impossible to please God. It's impossible to please God. So they arrived in the desert. Disciples say, David, God, we don't have enough. We got to send them away. Because I don't have enough to feed my family. There's too many people in my house, I can't sustain everything. So God, what should I do? Should I walk away? Should I send them away? Jesus gives them specific instructions. He said, go sit in the grass. This is the first place that my mind started to get baffled because, as you all know, I spent time in the military. So in my time in the military, I've been to Iraq and Afghanistan, all these desert places, and not one time have I ever seen grass.
My God.
Not one time have I ever seen grass. But he tells them to go sit in the grass. Notice they didn't question God after that point. They just went and sat in the grass. I'm telling you that because when God gives you instructions, you cannot look at what you have in your pocket. If God tells you start your own business, God, I don't have the grant for it. I ain't got the money for it. I ain't even got the credit score for it. But God said, I told you to go get it. Thank you, I was on my way here, and my daughter, she said, Daddy, I'm hungry. I said, listen, you try to say every time you get close to the church, you're going to 2 hours, and you're going to tell me you're hungry. But immediately I could have became frustrated but I said, you know what? Let me stop and do something, because I was not, even though I was not going to let something distract me and frustrate me.
Come on. That's what we have to do. Right. That's it. Right.
The problem is we let everything frustrate us and take us off focus. So what? They don't like you. Get over it. In actuality, the Bible says you will be hated for my name's sake. So if everybody's in the church liking you, you're doing something wrong. If you're friends and buddy with everybody, then you're doing something wrong. But the problem is, we want to be liked and fit in with everybody, and you cannot fit in. Because everybody's not going to be able to go to the next place and let them go. And so our problem is God is saying, I'm trying to pull you out of that place. But the situation and the dilemma is you keep going back to it. And the Bible says any man that goes back is not fit for the kingdom of God. So I'd rather stay in what's comfortable for me because I'm scared of change. I'm scared of the process because when I get to a place that God has called me to, it's unfamiliar to me, so I frustrate it. And so then I'm trying to do things on my own rather than to let God continue to work out the process. I went through the season, and I'm almost done. I've been here so many times, you guys know.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry.
I've been through a season of time in my life when I did church tonight, they said, Daddy, you hungry? I didn't feel like going to cook. I didn't feel like doing all that. So I was like, all right, I'm going to try to cook. No, I can't cook. I can't cook it all. No.
It's a process.
It's a process. It's a process. And that's one of the processes y'all got to figure out. I just quit on it. I don't even know. Just let it go. I found somebody. But the thing was, they was hungry, so I said, all right, let me try to cook this and put this together. One of the things was, it said you put it in the oven, you let it cook for a certain amount of time. I was hungry, and they were hungry. So rather than put it in the oven, I said, all right, I'm going to put it in the microwave. Didn't work out too well. My daughter said to me, that is nasty. Don't give it that. But not only was it nasty to her, but the problem was because I shortcome the process. I put it in the microwave, I didn't put it in the oven. So the nutrients that they really need, they lost them because I didn't let it go through the full process. What happens when you shortcome the process? You're killing the nutrients that you really need. You're not learning the full lessons that God is trying to get you to learn. Why? Because I don't want to wait on the process. So the Bible says, he tells them, he said, go sit in the grass. They go, they sit in the grass, they question God, they ask God, where's the grass? They just went and sat in the grass. He said, give me everything you have.
Hallelujah.
God is saying, he says, in order for these next season of your life to be the best that you've ever encountered and experienced, you have to give me what you got.
Oh, man, yes.
You have to give me what you got left.
Yes.
I told y'all the last time, there was about the man who handled women in the church.
Right.
And the problem was, we try to give God what's right. God said, I need what's right in your life. I need what's wrong.
Come on. That's right.
I know you can sing. I know you can preach. I know you can play. I know you can do all this. That's not what I'm asking you for. I need what's wrong in your life so I can fix it. Things in your life cannot get better if we don't tell God what the real issue and problem is.
That's right.
But the problem is we try to come to church and sew a facade like we got it all together.
You gotta work with it.
And so God cannot fix the problem.
Because you made it up.
My end cannot be better than my beginning because I don't want to give it to God. Because I'm more concerned about how you see me than what my real issue is.
Thank you. Thank you. And it is.
It's going to end a lot better than it started, but the problem is I got to wait the process out. I got to give God everything I have. That's why the Bible says, who shall ascend unto the Lord? He that hath clean hands. That's it. That's the only way things will get better. He even told, he said, the glory of the lighthouse shall be greater than that of the former. In other words, how it ends will be a lot better than it started. But the problem is, I got to endure. It hurts. It's painful. Every once in a while, I go to the gym. I have a friend that's a trainer, and one time I was working out with him, and he was talking. And I was just talking one time, and I looked at the end, and I said, you added more weight on this week. He said, yeah, I did. I said, why? He told me, he said, you would never get stronger at the same weight, so I have to increase your weight weekly.
That's right.
You will never get stronger if you keep staying in the same place. That's why God has to continue to add stuff on to you, because He's trying to make you grow. He's not trying to punish you. That's why He will never put more on you than you can bear. If He allows you to do it and encounter it, He's going to bring you out of it. My grandmother tells me all the time. She said, whatever God orders, He pays for it. So if He allows you to lose everything around you, if He allows folks to walk out on you, then He's going to pay for it and bring you out. It starts out rough. Even in the middle is rough. But at the end of everything, somebody shout victory. Victory! Yes. At the end of it all, His victory. So the Bible says He started dispersing what He had. He said, give me what you got. He disperses it out. He's feeding them. He's feeding them. After He feeds everybody, they say they start packing what was left. They packed 12 baskets full. How do you go from not having enough to overflow? How do you go from not even having anything to having more than enough? They asked for much. He said, I'll take this back with you. And for years, I read and misquoted this text. I said, I told him, I said, Jesus fed 5,000, 2 fishes and 5 loaves of bread. The Bible says He fed 5,000 men besides women and children. So it's more than 5,000. But yet they still have enough to, hey, I got more. Take it with me. I'm trying to tell you, this next season of your life, God's going to cause there to be such an overflow in your life that you're going to have to give it out. God, I got more than I spent. Only problem is you got to believe God. I need everybody to jump on your feet and lift your hands and shout out, believe God. That's how it gets better. Because He allowed God to take it over. This is what happens when you put your problems in the hands of God. Stop taking your big problems to a little God and start taking your little problems to a big God. That's why He allowed you to experience it. Not because He's mad. But He says, I'm trying to get you to this new place. He said, I wish above all that you would prosper and be in good health, even as your soul. It is not the will of God that you be broke. It is not the will of God that you be broke. It is not the will of God that your body is in pain. Isaiah said, for He was wounded for my transgression. He was bruised for my, and the chastisement of my peace was upon Him, and with His stripes I am healed. I just have to allow my faith to catch up to what's already been done. God has already planned out my end. That's why Jeremiah 29, He said, I know the thoughts and the plans that I have for you, saith the Lord. The plans for you to prosper and give you an expected end. You just have to trust God.
Yes.
I just really thought about it while I was sitting here. I started laughing. I said, wow, we're about to come out of the 7th month.
Hallelujah.
And everyone knows the 7 number is the number of
Completion.
completion.
That's it.
I sat there and I started laughing. He said, tell them that I'm about to complete everything that I've started. Some things that were incomplete.
Yes.
We have today is the 20th. We have 3 days. He said because of the 8th month, new beginnings. Remember October things, neither regard the things of old, for behold, I will do a new thing. Now shall it spring forth. Now shall it spring forth. Now shall it spring forth. Now shall it happen. I thought it was supposed to happen in the first 6 months, 7 months. He said, no, now it's going to happen. And that's the key factor, God's time. I know for years I thought, God, I'm so behind, I'm so behind, I'm so behind. You know when he told me one time I was sitting there, he said, tell them I am the only man that can stop time to put them on. You feel like you're behind the schedule, but God said, no, you're right on target. You're trying to keep up with this person. Don't worry about them. I've learned. Everybody that looks like they're winning on social media ain't winning. Everybody that looks like they got it together ain't got it together. So you can look like you're winning, but I really know you're depressed.
Wow. It is so. That's true.
That's why you cannot be discouraged. You cannot look at what everybody else is doing. So it looked like their situation ended fast. For much is given, much is required. It's going to end a lot better than it started. They started out in a dry place with not enough.
Yes.
But they ended up with overflow.
Yes, I got
They ended up with more than enough.
Yes.
So now, you have to understand that to everything there's a process. You don't have it here, but we're from Virginia. When I was in elementary school, we had this thing called earth science. One of our projects in earth science was to take this hibernating seed, put it in the ground, go out every day, plant it, water it, nothing happens. The thing that we learned about the hibernating seed is it can live for 1,000 years. It wouldn't grow, neither would it die.
Wow. Wow.
Remember, just as clear one time we had a hurricane that came through. We go to school for 2 days. I went back to school, went out to check on my seat, could not find my seat. I started getting so mad and angry. I was like, I'm about to fail this class. And so I'm looking around, we labeled them. So I look, I was like, so this little stuff started blossoming. I said that to tell you, it's God that sent the storm. It's God that sent the pain, the chaos. Because if He didn't send it, you wouldn't grow. That's why everything in your life seems like He's flipped it upside down. So God said, I'm trying to get you to grow. I'm trying everything that's attached to you. I'm trying to get it out of you. My daughters was young. I can't do it now because I can still do it here. I used to always take them, grab them by their feet, shake them, drop out everything. Because that one there, when she had a little sticky hand, she'd get it and go. Take a little with her. She run and she's gone. So I used to grab her by her feet, shake it out. She'd go run and laugh. And And that's what God is doing with us. He's literally taking us by our feet.
Yeah.
Shaking everything else that's not good for us.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you.
So when He does fill us, we have more than enough.
More than enough. Jesus.
He says, I will pour out windows. I will open up windows and doors and pour you out blessings. You shall not have room enough to receive.
Right.
If that ain't overflow, I don't know what it is. Then David says, my cup runneth over. Meaning God didn't top me off. It's flowing out. He says, surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. And I will dwell in the house of the Lord. He said, I will dwell in the house. He didn't allow what he was dealing with on the outside to affect him on the inside. I don't understand when we deal with stuff on the outside, why we don't come to church. God ain't do nothing to you.
Amen.
But you gotta know the process. You gotta understand. It ain't gonna be great all the time. But if you just stand still and see the salvation of the Lord, it gets better.
Yes.
Your church is now at a point of where you guys are expanding and growing.
Yes.
You started out rough, but it's going to end a lot better.
Yes, it is.
Stop allowing these people to come in here and tell you all this. Stop getting so unfocused and frustrated.
Amen.
Pastor ain't let me do this. I'm mad. I ain't going back to church. They ain't let me sing this song. I'm mad. I ain't going back. And we leave church. But yet we go to a job every day that we don't like. And they make you mad every day, but you still go back every day. You go back every day. Wake up early. Ain't got to be there at 8 o'clock. You up 5:30. But you still go back.
Every day.
Every day. And they talk about you in your face. It's okay, I'm going to go back. But as soon as something in church happens or outside of church, how is something supposed to end better if you're not in place? I promise you I'm closing because we're going to pray. We're going to pray. But a lot of times if you're out of place, bad things happen.
Right.
For years, we literally blamed the Bathsheba and David story on Bathsheba.
Right.
She's so lustful. She out there showering. First of all, the Bible, before that story happens, the Bible literally says it was during the time when kings were at war.
Right.
David was a king. David wasn't even supposed to be here.
Right. That's right. Come on, Tim.
But because you were in the wrong place.
My God.
Because you're in the wrong place.
Yeah. Say it. Thank you, Jesus.
It's going to end a lot better than it started.
Amen.
Understand?
Yes, God. Love you.
I've hollered enough of my time here. Several times before. I've been here. I've probably been back somewhere. Today I just felt the need to teach. Understand what you're dealing with, what you're going with. It's not for your demise. It's not for your destruction. But it's for your growth.
Yes.
Today my job was to leave you not excited, but empowered.